Alright, hello world. So guess what? Solar panels are on the roof. Yeah! Alright, this is the third day of HadesOmega working on the roof. Alright, like I said, I only work when the sun starts to come down because it gets hella hot. It was like 90 plus today, and I can only imagine how hot it would be up here. It's probably like 100 degrees up here. It's always hotter on the roof. It's like an oven up here, okay? Anyway, we got the solar panels up here. I had my dad help me. It was a lot easier than last time. The reason it was difficult last time is because we used the ladder as a kind of like a ramp, and the ladder stuck up a whole lot over there because we picked it up from over there, and that part of the roof is lower. So we actually, what I did, here's what I did. I kind of got a picture of what it looks like before I lift it up. But me and my dad lifted it up. My dad's not strong enough to lift it up by himself, but I mean I am, but not him. And so we used the ramp as a kind of, we used the ladder as a ramp, and then we hoisted it up to the very top. All right, and so the rails, yeah, the frame on this, it's kind of like it's got a lip on it. All right, so we hung the lip up on the end of the ladder, so you can see it sticking up there. All right. And yeah, so, and then I told my dad, hey, you got it? Just make sure it doesn't fall down. And then so I went up here. I did it 3 times to get these 3 panels up here. I crawled out the window, and then I picked it up from where the ladder is. All right, and I picked it up. All right, and then he kind of helped me a little bit. But yeah, there it is. I got them all up here. One thing I'll tell you, I don't like these black panels because they scratch really easy. When they get scratched, you can tell they're scratched. The aluminum ones, they don't look scratched when you scratch them. So I'm gonna say, because it looks aluminum underneath the black. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, so yeah, we got the solar panels up here. It's a good maybe 20 minutes of huffing and puffing. I definitely got my squats and like lifting exercise today. So before we put the rails on, we gotta finish putting the rings on. Okay, so you can see we have the rings, the ceiling rings on 3 of them, but I didn't put them on here because I ran out of sealant. All right, the flashing. Okay, and I went and bought some more last night. Okay, all empty. This one is full. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a big tube of it. So it's good. It's stuff is pretty handy to use for sealing stuff. So I like it. It's $10 for this, guys. If you guys are wondering, it's a little expensive. I wish they had a smaller tube, like a little, like a kind of like a toothpaste tube, just for like to do little touch-ups and stuff. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go finish that, and then we'll put the rails on, and then we'll start mounting the panels. Hopefully I can get it done before the sun comes down. It's starting to come down already. So okay, all right, have at it. So you gotta install the last 3 rings and seal them up, install the rails, and then install the solar panels. Actually, I don't even have the mounting hardware with me. I forgot to bring it. It's still in the garage. So, but I'll finish doing the rings first. All right, here's me. Okay, I went and put the final icing on the cake. I knew this. I had a lot of sealant, so I could put a whole lot. So I made sure I put a whole lot on these. These ones look really good. If I see it squeezing out of the inside and outside, I know it's good. This one not so much. This one I didn't put enough, so I had to put more. Okay, I think that should be fine. Okay, so now we're gonna start mounting the rails. All right, here goes. I'm kind of worried when I mount the solar panels that it's going to slide off the roof. That's one thing I'm worried about. All right. I think we might be able to use the ladder. I'm not sure, but I think it'll just push the ladder right off the roof too. So I might have to have my dad hold up the solar panel while I bolt it down. And once it's bolted down, it should be fine. It shouldn't slide off anymore. All right, wish me luck. So I'm not gonna lie. So I looked out at the house this morning. All right, at 10 o'clock yesterday. The sun is right here, halfway in the panel. All right, there's a shade halfway, and then at 9 o'clock, the whole panel is shaded. Okay, so at 9 o'clock, that means we could be able to make power if we have the solar panel right here. Okay, so it's not super ideal. All right, there's still going to be a shadow, but at least 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours earlier than this will start making power. So that's good. All right, and then once 11 o'clock rolls around, poof, these ones start making power, and we'll get like double output. Okay, so I think it's perfectly fine to put it right here, and then in the future I'll see if I can add more here, or I might just add another 3 of these right up here, you know, and maybe just continue that up there too. So we'll see. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. All right, but anyway, let's just focus on getting these 3 up here. There is a limit to how many solar panels I can put with that inverter too. So, but I am planning to get a second one, so that means I could possibly run two wires and use 2 chargers to charge it if I want to expand it. Okay, but all right. Anyway, I'm gonna go mount the rails, and then we'll see. Actually, I'll have to go back to the garage and go get the mounting hardware. Hopefully the solar panels don't roll off the roof because I caught this one sliding a little bit earlier, but I'm like, oh, that'll catch it, and that'll catch it. So I don't think it's gonna fall off the roof if I leave them up here. I definitely would not leave them up here overnight. Okay, it's probably, if I wanted to leave it up here overnight, I could put it over there in the corner and it won't fall off. Okay, so those rails never fell off, so it's good. Okay, so yeah, let me go get the mounting hardware and we'll go mount the rails. All right, so there, I heard it. See, it's starting to slide right now. So what I might do, we'll see. If I can have the solar panel, I'm going to try to get the solar panel to the right as much as possible. I do not want it, I guess I'm getting stuck on stuff. I do not want it to go past this lip right here, okay? I don't want it to go past this right here, all right? That's the limit right there, okay? So, and it would be nice to have a little walkway here, so maybe like a foot away from that would be nice, all right? And then that'll give us a little more power. The sad thing is, like, yeah, the shadow goes this way, right? In the daytime, it goes this way. So because these are gonna be in series, we're not gonna make any power until all of the lights, all of the solar panels are illuminated by the sunlight, okay? That's kind of suck. So we're kind of in the same situation as before, but it's much better, okay? This is gonna be much farther than away from the wall here, okay? If anything, if these were mounted this way, it would have been better. Then we could have put it in parallel, and then that wouldn't happen. I was gonna say, okay, but that's okay. If we can more than double our output, I think we'll be fine. We're making 20 amps at full power and about 3 kilowatts a day. So we'll see what we're making after this. All right, HadesOmega out. All right, HadesOmega here. So I got the rails mounted. One thing I forgot is I forgot to buy extra square washers. So these solar panels here have a square washer. Oh, there it goes, man. There it goes. That one tried to slide down there. It's okay. It'll hang up on that. But so these solar panels have a square washer underneath the rail. Okay, so it actually pushes this up a little bit farther, just a teeny tiny bit. But I didn't put anything on there, and it's pretty solid. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, guys. Especially with tool, man. Let's see. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, there's no washer underneath there, but it's okay. The bolts kind of hold it really nicely. Okay, I don't think it's gonna go over it or anything. I hope it makes a difference. And I hope it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think it might be fine because the bolts hold it pretty strongly. Okay, it's like on the more meaty part of the slots. Okay, so I positioned it one slot this way. Okay, so it's just a little bit farther. The solar panel is going to wind up. The bracket is going to wind up like right here. Okay, and this is where that's 1 foot where that little like thing that looks like a poop over there. It's 1 foot away, so that was perfect. Okay, so yeah, so here we are. I'm gonna do it. All right, so now we mount the solar panel, so I think we're good. With minus the, I forgot to put another square washer underneath the bottom. I totally forgot about that, and I don't have any right now, so I was like, screw it, just put them up. we're already here. So okay, it's looking good. It looks like everything kind of sort of lines up. I think it's a little bit crooked, but you get a nice little bit of wiggle room here. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so what's got to happen next is we got to put the solar panel down on there, and we have to put it right over the mending plate. All right, remember when we did the mock-up, all right, the practice session, that was what we had to do. We had to start from this side where the mending plates are and move that way. Okay, so here we go, have at it. Yeah, I think this will be fun. And then so we have to adjust the height of the panel. All right, what I want is it to be maybe like a few inches from the edge. Okay, a few inches from the edge. So maybe see this shingle right here. I know some of it there's a gutter, so, but we'll position the solar panel so like it's like one shingle away, like right here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to aim for when I adjust the height. Okay, I think that should be okay. That might be a little too much. We'll see. Maybe that one or the next one. We'll see. However much I can get it centered in the center. So hopefully all the nuts are in the same place that we put them. If we have to move them, that's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. Wish me luck. So we got to start from here. All right. The first panel is going to wind up like right around here, and the bracket will be right here. Okay. And then we work our way that way. Okay. And once everything's bolted up, it should be pretty strong. But I'm worried when I put the first one, it may slide off. Okay. So that's what I'm worried about. All right. All right, hey, it's me here. So we're on day 4 of the second string, solar panel string install. There it is. It's on there. All right, check it out. So yeah, I mounted it last night, dude. I said I was gonna get the panels on the roof last night, and I did. Okay. So there's a couple things that need some addressing. So I found out that I bought the wrong washers. All right. These washers are too small. You can see how this one is bowing a whole lot. Yeah, no bueno, not good. Okay, so what we need to do is I need to get some bigger washers. All right, so I remember the last time I had these washers on here, I had to grind them so it would clearance. You can clearance it so it would fit on this. All right, you look at this one here. This one is much bigger. This one is much stronger. So because it has this larger washer, so I have to figure out where I bought this larger washer. I think I got it at Lowe's, so that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and this hardware still looks good. The rails aren't pretty looking anymore, but they're not rusting yet. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, but anyway, yeah, so there it is. It turned out pretty good. So we still got a little rail sticking out here. That's good. It's a little crooked, okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's pointing a little bit that way a little bit, okay, if you look at it. It doesn't quite line up with the shingles, which is, it's okay, whatever. If you look from down there, you can't tell, okay. But yeah, there it is. So we should probably wash them before after we're done. I'm gonna wash both of the strings, okay. But there you go, it looks good. Now it does look kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little goofy because some of them are black. One string is black and one string is aluminum, so yeah. All right, and it looks like we got this much area left to put solar panels. We got literally enough to put a 4th panel if we wanted to, okay, but I can't. That would be too much voltage. But what I'm thinking is if I could find some smaller solar panels, maybe a solar panel that's half this length here. All right, if I can put like 6 small panels right here all the way up to the edge, all right, and instead of clamping one panel, having one panel rest on 2 rails, we can have the panel rest on 1 rail. I'm pretty sure if it was a smaller panel, you could totally do that. It's not very heavy, you know. And then you could probably somehow clamp the 2 sets together. But yeah, we would. It would be. All it would be is you would have all you would have to do is extend the rail. Just add maybe one more standoff, like in between here, and then get a mending plate, and then run another a rail out there. So yeah, so we could totally do that later if I wanted to make a 3rd string, we could totally do that. And alternatively, we could just start installing panels going this way too. Okay, I could probably. Man, you might be able to install another 6 panels on this, just on top of these panels right here. And another thing is, like, yeah, this one, you definitely don't want to add more panels to there, because that is the worst place to put panels, because it's right next to the wall. You don't want that. I think here we'll start making power around 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. And there we make power around 11 o'clock, okay? Which is fine, 9 o'clock is fine with me. And these are more powerful panels too, so. And then we'll have another string out here. This will make even more power. This will make power earlier in the day. Okay, so what's got to happen today is I need to get started on the wiring. Okay, so there's the ends. I put the ends on there. This one isn't in all the way. Why don't you want to go in all the way? All right, I'm gonna see if it starts rusting. All right, where I made the cuts. Yeah, where I made the cuts are at the end of this. Okay, so if this starts rusting, we'll just come up here and we'll start paint. I think it is rusting. It's already rusting. Yeah. So I think what I might do is come up here with some paint. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like after. Yeah. So the other side is not cut. The other side has the one that is like how I bought it. Okay. So, but yeah, it does look like it's starting to rust at the end because the ends aren't galvanized anymore since we chopped it. Okay. So I was worried, like, do we have to paint it or not? I'm like, yes, apparently we do have to paint it. So I'll probably get just some paint and then just paint the edge, paint the ends so it doesn't rust. Okay. So what I got going on today, there's the conduit. I pulled it up here yesterday. I said, hey, that's the last thing to do. And I found out we're not gonna cut the conduit at all or do any threading. We're just gonna use this one 10-foot conduit. We're gonna run it on this rail here. All right, and it's gonna go all the way to the other side here, okay? It's gonna run all the way over here. Okay, and then so I have this this conduit body that I bought last time I didn't use, and this is what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna go connect it like that, okay? We're gonna get a clamp it on there, and then we're gonna run the other pipe to here, okay? And then the wire is just gonna come out here, and then we're gonna run the rest of the wire along this solar panel. I know I hate working here. This is where we're gonna make our connections, okay? Where it's connected right now with the Mc4 connectors is in the middle right here somewhere, okay? So we gotta run that all the way out there. So I found out that we're gonna have to take the connectors off of these, all right? So these are the clamps that are gonna go over the rails. This is some dielectric grease for the O-rings. All right, this is the gasket we're gonna use for the conduit bodies. I think this one is for this one here. All right, this is gonna be good. That's gonna be like that. Then we're gonna mount it on the side of the super strut, just like we did before. So what I found out is we're not gonna be able to push this through the conduit body with the Mc4 connectors on it, and I think it's gonna be too long. I'm gonna have to cut it. That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna cut the wire so we don't have like a whole bunch of wire hanging off of it. So what that means is I need to get a crimper. I bought a crimper kit from Amazon, and I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting to get it till Friday. So I think today is the last day I'm gonna work up here until we can do that, and then we'll make the final connections. All right. We're gonna be using these guys, right here. Okay, I got two of them, but this is a branch connector right here. This is, if you remember, I bought this at the beginning of the project and I wound up not using it. Well, turns out we're gonna use it now. Okay, I believe this is the positive one. All right, all the positive ones will connect here. Boom, boom. Okay, then this will go to the positive extension cable that goes into the garage. Okay, and then that will effectively put these two strings in parallel. What I can do today is I can connect these panels in series. All right, so I'll start doing that also. Okay, and I should have got some zip ties. Yep, we're gonna need a lot of zip ties. And I can start installing the ground clamps. Okay, these guys. I can just put them on there. I don't have any ground wire. I used it all last time, so we're gonna have to go buy some. But well, we'll wait till it's not a big deal right now. Okay. Oh, that's definitely one thing we're gonna have to do. All right. So I can give you a little demonstration of how you take these Mc4 connectors apart. this is, if you remember, that's the one that I cut off on the other extension cord. So I have this tool here. I bought it on Amazon. I guess I'll put a link in the description of the video. If you guys want to know where I got these are the metal ones. I think Renogy sells the plastic ones. I said I read that like you want the metal ones, okay? So what this tool does is it helps you disassemble the MC4 connector, okay? And you do need it. I guess you could use pliers, but then you'll like mar them up and everything. This is the proper tool right here, okay? So this has a tool that will release the connectors. All right, you put them right here. You put the fork part right in here, and you push on it, and it should pop open, okay? And then it's got a wrench for the butt part of the connector here, okay? And then it's got another wrench for the front part, okay? I don't know why there's two. Maybe they got different size ones. Also, I found out that this I bought it from the same place. This extension cord has different MC4 connectors. This one has a little a nut built into it, so you can just use a regular wrench if you want, okay? But we'll just use these. I wonder if it works on this. Well, this one doesn't work. Maybe that's why there's two of them, just in case. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. So there's two sizes, I guess, for this. So yeah, it works pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that tool. I'm glad I'm getting some use out of it now. That's what I say. Anyway, I'll give you guys a quick demonstration of how to take these MC4 connectors apart. The last thing you got to do is we need to crimp it, okay? And so, but basically we're just going to take the connector part, the part that makes it weatherproof, out, and then so we can run it through the connector right here, okay? Because it won't, that definitely won't fit through here. It's too freaking small, okay? Oh, all right, quick demonstration. All right, so here's how you use these guys. All right, so there you got the fork tool that I mentioned earlier. You just put that right here where the two clips are, okay? And you push on it. All right, and you should be able to pull it apart, okay? Piece of cake. Now to disassemble the connector, we'll use the negative one. You take the wrench, you find the right one. This one is the right one, okay? Maybe they're different sizes for each one, and then you're going to use the other end of the wrench right here, okay? And you're just going to loosen the butt part, okay? Take that out. Okay, take the back part out. And then you could pull on this. Maybe I could do it the other way. You could once again use the tool to help you, to aid you in pulling this guy out. There you go. Okay, so that is what makes this thing waterproof. And then, so basically there's just a kind of connector or a pin, right, that does all that transfers the energy and all that stuff, okay? It's the conductor, there you go, conductor. That's the proper word, HadesOmega. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take the end off of this one. Which one is it? I have to take the male end off of the red wire, okay? And then I have to take the male end. Yeah, this one is the female end, all right? This one will connect to the negative, okay? This one goes out, extends. Okay, so they're like opposites. I always know that the red, the positive, always has the O-ring on it. That's how I know which one is the positive, okay? So this one is the positive. That one would connect to the positive. I mean, I guess you could do it either way, but you want it to be proper, right? All right, so yeah, that's what I got going on today. I got to run that conduit out here. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. So I gotta hop to it. Day number 4. I'm gonna go connect those panels in series, and then the good thing is it's gonna be easier to work on because there's a lot of space to work on around it. And then I'm gonna run the conduit to here, all right, and then start running the wire and doing the connections and all that stuff. So exciting. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is put the panels in series, I guess. So I guess I better get some zip ties. I forgot some. All right, here's big out. I'll let you guys know how it goes in the next video clip. All right, here's big out. I also want to point out, yeah, I didn't really have that much trouble with the panels starting to slide. One of them kind of wanted to slide off of the roof, but it would have hit one of the standoffs on the way down. And when it was on the rails, it didn't move all that much. Once I got one of the brackets in, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't move. Those panels are on there, okay? I'm pretty happy the way it turned out. I think I did a better job with this one than this one. Definitely I knew, you know, once you install one set of solar panels, the next isn't so hard. All right, I did a much better job this time, so that just goes to show practice makes perfect. Last time I didn't do so well because I didn't do as well last time because it was my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. I was learning, you know, and now I kind of know what's up, and I just, you know, I improved my design a little bit, and it's working out. So that's why we do AARs, right? So you find out, hey, this is what happened, what could we do better next time, you know, that type of thing. And yeah, so there you go. And then so what could I do better this time? Get the right freaking washers for the brackets. Use the same ones you used last time, because these worked good. All right, what I wound up doing is not tightening very much. Okay, all right. Okay, HadesOmega here. So it's been a long couple hours. So I say, all right, and I don't know, you guys can't see it, but it's all done. All right, it's almost all done. So I did all the connections tonight. It was just like one thing led to another, and then I was just like, yeah, let's keep on going. I figured, like, yeah, you know, it's dark right now. That's the best time to work on the solar panels and not putting out any power. So, so I connected the new panels to the branch connector. It was a pain in the ass trying to figure out how to get those Mc4 connectors. So what wound up happening was I didn't have much extra cable left over, okay? I almost ran out of the red cable. I was like, oh shit. It was a little bit longer than I thought it was. I think that's a 20-foot cable, and I know it easily went through the conduit, the 10-foot conduit, and then yeah, but I still have a little bit of slack. I have a lot of black. I have a couple feet of black, and I was like, nah, don't bother re-crimping it, man. Just wrap it around the bottom of the panel. There's like really not that much left over. So that's what I did. I just shoved it up under there. Man, it sucks working with those Mc4 connectors. I found out, I think one of the solar panels, one of the solar panels on the first string has this weird Mc4 connector that the tool, it doesn't go in. I was like, what the heck? How am I supposed to get this out? So the tool doesn't fit in there perfectly. So I put one of the pins in one, and then I got a needle nose plier and I stuck it in the other one, and I pulled it out. I was like, oh, okay, there we go, I got it out. It's like, good luck getting this out again. And then I broke a branch connector. All right, those branch connectors are really fragile, apparently. Just the plastic part broke off of the pin, like it separated from the pin, so like you could still connect it, but like it's exposed a little bit in one section. So I put some silicone tape around it. I got a picture of that. Okay, yeah. I put some silicone tape on. Yeah, it'll be fine, man. As long as it doesn't get pulled out, it'll be fine. Like, it's just gonna sit there forever, you know. So hopefully that's it, man. I just gotta go downstairs, plug the solar panel back into the inverter, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. I'm excited, yeah. So we're not totally done. I probably should clean up some of the wiring. I want to take a look at it again in daylight, and then what was I gonna do? Attach the ground clamps, and then yeah, I gotta get a couple of ground clamps. Maybe just get like 2 ground clamps for the conduit, and then we'll just ground it to the conduit, because the conduit is attached to the thingamajigger, man. And then yeah, and then we got to get some bare copper wire and then run the grounds. That's the last thing to do, but it's okay. We can operate it now. Okay, so So tomorrow we'll see what happens. If HadesOmega starts making power at 9 o'clock, then I'll know the solar panel works. So we'll go take a look at the app tomorrow, and we'll see what kind of power we're putting in the solar panels. Pretty cool. It's done. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. All right, we'll see what happens tomorrow. HadesOmega out.